Yes.
FEMA Administrator Chris Wells said today that she acknowledged concerns that Florida, as was said, lacks response to the storm so far, and that
Whoa,
some
whoa,
folks
whoa,
that are
whoa.
living
Give me
there.
a break. That is nonsense. Stop politicizing, okay? Stop it. We declared a state of emergency when this thing wasn't even formed. We've had people in here, you've had counties doing, they've done a lot of hard work. And honestly, you're trying to attack me, I get, but like you're attacking these other people who've worked very hard. And so that's just totally false. I don't think we've ever, certainly since I've been governor, declared a state of emergency this early. We made sure that we were very inclusive with it. We said that there was a lot of uncertainty, and we've worked to make sure the preparations that have been done and all the stuff, you talk to the people at the counties when they've needed something, stuff gets there very quickly because of what Kevin and his team have done.
Can we also get you to talk about the historical significance of this storm surge? I mean, we have had hurricanes in the past that have had a lot of water, but are you doing anything differently because of the amount of water and the way it's looking like it could land, as you said, sit in a part of the state for so long?
Well, I think that's why you have evacuations that have been ordered in the low-lying areas. And again, that's a county decision, but it's a decision we've supported and we've worked with them on because you do have potential historic storm surge. Now, we were here 24 hours ago. You were looking at maybe 10, 12 feet in the Tampa Bay area. Now that has shifted to where that type of surge may be further down the coast in southwest Florida. You have Tampa still going to get potentially significant storm surge as well. And so that is something at that level is life-threatening. You also have the situation where you could have almost like Hurricane Harvey was in Houston, where it gets onshore and is just slowly moving and meandering, dumping water and water and water, and that's going to pile up, and that's going to cause a lot of problems with flooding. And so, we've been talking about that the whole time. People understand that that's why the evacuations have not just been the barrier islands, but areas that are susceptible to that type of flooding. And I think if you look at like Charlotte County and some of those areas, you have a potential for major inundation there, and it's not just the people that live on the coast. And so that message, I think, has been delivered by the local emergency managers, and I think they've done a good job.
Governor, on power restoration, you had mentioned because the storm is going to be basically sitting over much of the state for 2 days, maybe more. Should people expect to have restoration crews not be able to access that area for a good while, more than usual? And do we have crews in areas, I guess, southeast Florida that can get in there when it's appropriate?
So right. I mean, we've said from the beginning, people are going to lose power, and you need to be prepared for that. And it's not going to be something that's going to automatically just go back on very quickly, because you're going to have extensive damage, and you're going to have crews be able to get in. Roads are going to have to be cleared. Some places where they may have to go over bridges, those are going to have to be inspected. So people should just understand that. Now, there's a whole host of manpower that is stationed to be able to get in there as soon as possible, because clearly we want people to be protected when the storm hits. That's first thing, protect lives. Then if there's somebody that's in jeopardy after the storm hits, the search, the rescue, we have assets that are stationed for that, very, very significant. Then in terms of what do you do to get the normal society back, resumption of key services, starting with power, obviously fuel, communications. I've been in contact with AT&T, Verizon. They have an enormous amount of assets, and so those assets are deployed, and they are going to be responding, because we know how important it is to be able to communicate. We do have fuel contracts, and we'll work to make sure the fuel is done. But I think it also depends on the extent of the damage.